right. It's New Year's Eve. We got Tim Tunis in the building. Sean Dutra obviously is here. Joel Pavone. And this is a free-form episode right here. We've got nothing planned, really. I mean, we're going to talk about what has happened throughout the year 2018. But for the most part, we got no game plan in this one. We're celebrating 2018. The last episode of the Causeway Street Podcast.
Last Friday of the year.
Of 2018. And I'm going to let everyone here pretty much grab the floor. I know Tim wants to talk his shit. I know Tim wants to talk about his Suns and what they did to the Celtics last week. But for the most part, I have no idea where this episode's going to go. We do have, in case you missed it, of course, the way we wrap up every single episode.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't even know what to expect at this point, but let's just start here, I guess. Tim, you were at the Celtics game when they lost against the Phoenix Suns. So I guess we can start there before we move on to wrap up 2018 topics.
Let's just get this off the table.
Yes, I was.
Tim, for the most part, I mean, yeah, let's just get this off the table. Let's like keep this at like 5-6 minutes.
1
tops.
second.
At what point did you realize that that your Suns were going to win the game? Because I'm assuming that it was probably like the last 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes, last 40 seconds. Kelly Oubre 3. That big Kelly Oubre 3. That's when people started looking at me like, fuck this guy. In the stands. I went nuts because that's when I really knew. You know, went up like 8 or 9 after that 3. It was like 40 seconds left. Said, not even this team can ruin this right now.
And for those who don't know, Tim is our resident Suns fan. He was born and raised in Mass, but grew up a diehard Suns fan.
Something in the water in Sudbury, bro.
Yeah.
Apparently, because that's what made him a Suns fan.
True. No, you know, we haven't won in Boston since the Nash years. I don't think. Even Devin Booker's 70-point game still lost by like 10. You know? So, I mean, that's how bad we've...
See, that's false because a couple years ago, when Rondo was still on the team, the last Rondo game against the Suns won. On my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Hey, remember that?
Who was on that team?
Game, man?
Which team was that?
It was just like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't think Nash was on that team anymore. It was,
no, it wasn't.
It was like the year. It was like the year after
the Dragic years.
Yes.
The first Dragic year.
There you go.
Oh, you laughing?
Dragic years, bro.
Oh, you laughing? Oh, you laughing?
Yeah. I'm laughing hysterically right now.
Why you laughing? Dragic's legit. Also
legit.
That was the Dragic years. Yeah, when Dragic and Amari, the corpse of Amari Stoudemire
when the Suns got a lot of things done, right?
Quick question.
They won a lot of games.
Wait. There was a game last Wednesday. Who won that game? Forget who was playing. Forget who was playing.
All right, and that's when we start talking about everything else we were talking about in the episode. That's what Tim got.
Hey, no, I got to say something real quick. I mean, my man Dutra was trashing on the Suns for drafting Ayton. What did he put up that game? You want to put his stats? What was his stats that game?
Do you want to talk about Ayton as a NBA player?
Yes.
All right.
What you got to say about him? How much do you watch the Suns, by the way?
No, how much do I watch the Suns?
What are his numbers right now? What is he averaging?
All I know is that
what's he averaging?
I don't
exactly. So you can't get in an argument if you don't know what you're talking about.
If I had to guess, I would
be honest. I was surprised.
I would guess 14 points, 10 rebounds.
Nah, I say like 18 and 12.
He's like 17 and 11 right now.
Nice job. Is this Patrick Ewing in his decline?
What?
Like,
what are you talking about?
I'm just going to say.
He's like, what?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's averaging, whatever he's fucking averaging.
Then what are you saying? What's your point?
He's going to break down, bro. He's an old school center and a new school
If you didn't know, averages are averages.
He's an old school center and a new school
What do you mean by old school? Like, explain his game. Tell me what his game is like.
Yeah, Sean, just because he looks like he's 45 years old.
Exactly. He looks like he's 60. That's fine.
You know,
but explain to me what his game is like, because I want to know exactly what you know about him. What do you know about him?
A very good low post game.
And? Does he have a jump shot?
Not from 3.
Yeah, not from 3, but does he have a jump shot? That doesn't mean he doesn't. Does he have a jump shot?
If a big man can't shoot from 3 from right now, I don't see why they're relevant in the league. They're going to be DeAndre Jordan and maxing out then.
DeAndre Jordan can't shoot an 18-footer.
He's one of the best centers in the league.
He can't even shoot a free throw. Andre Jordan.
Very true.
Hey.
He's shooting like 78% free throws.
He's been a lot better this year. Come on.
He's shooting like 65% from the field.
Hey, I will say this.
Mostly
Tim, I was an Ayton guy until he collapsed.
So you're judging him on one college game.
I bet on that game.
Okay.
All right.
What's your point?
Hold on. You should know Dutra by now, right? Dutra, when he backs up something cold-heartedly, more than none, it's because he bet on this person.
That's true.
There's money on the line.
So if he's won
fucked
money,
me up in that. I was waiting.
money on the line.
If he's won money, he loves that person for life.
Let me guess.
I'll give you that. Let me
guess, Tim. He gets fronted. Has anyone ever fronted him? Because if you front him, he can't get the ball in the post.
And whose fault is that?
Arizona's fault.
No, that's the freaking point guard's fault. We've had rookie point guards who DeAndre Melton. That dude's barely even an NBA player. He's starting at point guard right now. He can't feed him the ball.
All right.
And he's still putting these numbers up with no point guard.
All right, let's switch this. To our Celtics fans. Tim, nice job, man. You did a great job talking about the Suns for 5 minutes.
All right, thanks. I guess
No.
Stick around.
You've convinced me that Ayton is not going to be a bust.
All right. On a
well, thank you.
On a bright note,
Devin Booker's getting traded though.
What do you think?
He ain't getting traded.
Devin Booker's getting traded.
He's locked up for 6 years.
Devin Booker's getting traded. No, Devin Booker's not going to be on the Suns for like.
What would they trade it? Why would they trade him?
Because
how many?
All right. On a better note, on a silver lining here,
Devin
right?
Booker's getting traded.
How are you feeling about your Suns so far? Freaking 30-some games into the season.
The way they look right now, for the future, I'm liking what they look like. I mean, they're starting 3 rookies right now. They're starting everybody 25. Nobody on the team other than Jamal Crawford who plays is over 25 years old.
All right. So you're feeling
TJ Warren
better.
is 25. You're starting 3 rookies, Melton, Ayton, and Bridges.
So you're feeling
we're all 20, 22 or under. You got Booker who's still 22.
So from a year ago, you're feeling better.
You got Oubre now who's 23. Like all their core players are 25 or under. I like them for the future. Now, their management sucks, so
Kelly
who knows what
Oubre
they're going to
sucks.
do. Oh, what? You going to cry because he pushed your man Kelly Olynyk?
Yeah,
Is that what you're going to cry about? Like,
I don't like Oubre at all.
I think it's because of what
he
happened with
pushed
Kelly
Kelly
Olynyk.
Olynyk.
Yes, because Oubre's a bitch, man. I don't know. He's just a pompous bitch.
And why though? Like you can't.
You
say that about almost every other player in the league.
No, he's an AAU motherfucker, man. He's a fucking AAU motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure almost every player in the NBA played AAU basketball. So I don't really understand what that means, but. I'm coming at you. Here's the thing with you. Whenever you say something about a player in the NBA who you can't really say is a bad player, all you say is he sucks. Oh, he's this. You don't have anything to say about him. What do you have to say about him?
All right, it's the last couple of days of 2018. Let's go back and let's talk about some of the biggest headlines throughout the year. We'll keep it Celtics for now. Obviously, this is the Celtics podcast, so let's start right there. Joel. In terms of the calendar year for the Boston Celtics, what's your biggest takeaway?
Now, this ain't the season.
That you think could blossom?
Ain't this season.
That you think could blossom in 2019? Like what's something that like...
This the year.
Know what? Let's do this. The biggest takeaway that you think could carry over to 2019, and give me something that you think should stay in 2018. How about that?
Anthony Davis.
In terms of what? Him getting traded, the discussion?
The discussion of him becoming a Celtic this season or even this summer.
Okay.
Well, is this the 2016?
Is this like predictions?
No, but this is no.
Fucking look ahead. What the fuck is this?
No, it's not looking ahead. It's not looking ahead. It's the fact that his name has forever been brought up, especially in 2018. And unless the Celtics are going to trade Kyrie Irving, it's not happening this season, number one.
No.
Okay?
That's a fact, yeah.
Number two, because the Celtics started off the way they did, especially the first 20 games of the season, everyone needs to be traded, apparently, except for, well, even some people will say, yeah, trade Kyrie as well. So I just feel like once the Celtics get rolling in January and February, you're not going to hear so much about Anthony Davis. Like you do now.
So that was a 2018 thing or bust.
If it is going to happen, then yeah, it'd probably be in 2020. That's what I said.
That's your 2018 thing.
Well, yeah, because I feel like he was brought up way too many times.
Way too many times.
Okay, so
I
you
hate
want
talking about that
You're
shit.
So he wants that to stay.
I agree with
No.
I agree with Joel.
Joel wants that to stay in 2018.
Sway's question was, what was one headline Celtics related that
you want to stay?
That stands out the most in 2000 in the calendar year of 2018?
Anthony Davis.
I feel like Anthony Davis.
I'm with you.
All right,
even
so
before,
what's something you want to see carry over 2019?
Something I don't, though I do.
You do, because you want that the Anthony Davis talk to stay 2018. So what do you want to carry over 2019?
I want Brad Stevens to be held accountable for more things.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
baby.
I like that.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
feel
that.
like he's gonna pass.
You think he's gonna pass?
He's gonna pass.
He's gonna pass.
And I understand this is the first year.
Yeah, because
This is
of
the
how
first year
he's been,
that there's actual expectations out of a Brad Stevens squad, and for most Celtics fans, they're not happy with where they are right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
You know, I feel like
Brad Stevens is the thing, right?
It's a week to week thing with me. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, this is a team I'm supposed to be, feeling, and then there's other weeks it's just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
So, and I feel like Brad Stevens needs to be held accountable for more of the team's performance.
All right. That's fair.
Yep.
Sean, what do you got?
All right, my 2018 thing.
This is off the cuff, by the way. We
My
got nothing written down.
2018
Oh, of course, yeah.
thing. My
That's
2018
what I
thing.
try to preference in the beginning of the episode. This is just completely.
So the first thing is leave it in 2018, right?
We just turn the mics on.
Leave it in 2018.
Yes. What do you want to leave in 18? What do you want to bring in 19?
The bad thing about this is after we finish recording, I'm going to think of like a whole bunch of other things that I want to
Kyrie
say.
Irving's injury problem, I want to leave in 2018.
That's a really good one because for some reason I get the feeling that might resurface within the next couple of months. I hope I'm wrong.
Kyrie Irving wants to leave
God
that.
forbid.
Celtics fans, I hope I'm wrong, but
You know me.
hopefully there's
You
no
know me.
lingering injury in the next couple of months.
Kyrie Irving wanted to leave that for the last 7 years, actually.
My man. I've been
NBA
saying
career.
that. I've been saying that. Everyone's like, oh, why are people talking about signing Terry Rozier to long term? It's because I'm nervous.
This is why he shouldn't be
about
traded.
Kyrie Irving's injury history. But
Facts.
we shall see. I hope that stays in 2018. I hope it stays in 2018, and whatever screw he got out was a screw of God, and that everything's all right. You know what I mean? That's what I hope. What I want to carry over to 2019 is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum.
You better hope that motherfucker drops more than 4 points like he did against the Rockets.
Seriously?
No.
Jeez Louise.
He is
He's a little on and off this year.
Yeah.
Time out though.
A little overhyped.
He is a January plus motherfucker. He is a second half
You're
of
going
the
to say that
year
because
guy.
his rookie year.
He's a second half of the year
He
guy.
does this all the time because he did it last year. His rookie year.
He can say that.
No, because the second year, you know what? I'm not judging you. What happens when you have Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving inserted into your lineup?
Expectations are low.
That you basically led the team last year. No, the second half of the year.
Nah, from
The
March
expectations
on.
are low in the second half of the season.
From March on.
No,
Okay, all right.
No, I'm saying last year. The fact that he was a rookie, the
Oh, yeah,
expectations
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
that high.
No.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that
Plus, he was in a
Jason
slump a year ago around this time.
Tatum went in hard in 2018. Hard in 2018.
All right, well, let me ask you this.
First half of 2018. I just want to see that same Jason Tatum in the second half. No matter injury, no matter whatever, it's just like he is the best guy on the floor. I realistically think.
When? Not when Kyrie's on the floor.
Yep,
No, he's not.
I think he will be.
You think he's better than Kyrie
I do.
right now?
Not right now.
Are we talking about right now? Are we talking about the second half of the season?
No,
Is it January 1st yet?
This is what he's hoping for in the second half.
Is
This
it
is what he's hoping for
2019 yet?
2019.
Is it 2019 yet, though, bro?
All right.
All right, let me ask you this. All right,
No,
so
Tatum's going to be the best player on the floor.
All right,
in
let me ask you this.
2019.
Come February, right, when the All-Star break comes along, right, if we see more than one All-Star selected from the Celtics, obviously the first one will be Kyrie Irving.
That's a tough one, by the way, if there's going to be a second one.
Who will be the second one in your eyes? If you had to make a prediction.
Jaylen Brown, probably.
Whoa. All right,
I'm
you're
fucking
doing
with
that. I
you.
was gonna say.
I'm fucking with you.
You could keep it straight face when you said
No.
that.
He fucking hates Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
I
Jaylen
mean,
Brown
the only one it would
sucks.
have to be Tatum. Like
Tatum,
that'd be the
baby.
only one. But
It's Tatum.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
Horford.
Nope.
Marcus Morris.
Marcus.
Yo, you're
motherfucking.
Oh,
Marcus
shit.
Morris.
all right.
Marcus
If
Morris about to
you
be an all-star, baby.
If there's a second Celtic selected for the All-Star game, it has to be Marcus
It would be
Morris.
wrong if it wasn't.
It would be wrong if it wasn't. Exactly.
The only
has to be.
consistent Celtic this season. And the only game where he had the only bad game that I can recall this season from him, he was injured because he got hurt against Detroit.
Right. And listen, don't get me wrong, right? If Kyrie Irving is if he's the lone Celtic to make the All-Star team, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But if you select a
I have a
second
problem with
Celtics player and it's Jason Tatum, you fucked up.
Yeah.
It has to be Marcus Morris.
It could be Tatum.
Has
It could
to be.
be Tatum based on reputation.
Unless it goes on a tear.
It
Yeah,
could
but
be,
that's-
but it
that's-
shouldn't be.
That's what
You're right.
That's
Sean's
what
right.
annoys me about
it
the
could
NBA.
be, but it
It
shouldn't
could
be.
be,
That's what
but
annoys
it
me
probably
about
will
the
be.
NBA.
It shouldn't be.
He's not going to make
Shouldn't
the
be.
All-Star team this year. You think Tatum's going to make the All-Star team this year?
Possibly.
If he does, he doesn't deserve it.
I don't even
If
think
Tatum makes it, he doesn't deserve it.
I think
I don't
based
think
on his
he
reputation
deserves
going
it.
into the season, yeah. But right now,
No.
Yeah.
around the league,
No.
He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to linger into
Even in Boston,
2019.
'cause Boston
I want to
fans
see
are real
Marcus
fans.
Morris be an all-star.
Like-
That's my.
All right, Sway.
that's
All
my
right,
thing.
Sway. Go ahead. Go ahead.
mine.
Go ahead.
That's mine.
What about?
that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Tim,
about
you're
in
next.
2018? What about leaving in 2018?
So
Okay, what I want to leave in 2018 is Jaylen Brown's complaining and bitching and moaning. And I know this
Why'd
is
you
a
do
couple
that?
weeks
Why'd you do
away.
that? Why'd you do
Listen,
that? Why'd you do
listen.
that?
Hear me out. 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 Hear me
he's been
out.
bitching and moaning.
This was 2 weeks ago.
Jalen Brown about to trade.
He was complaining to Jackie McMullen. And since then, we haven't heard a whole lot of complaining. So I'm hoping that
I heard
stays
some complaining about his
the
hand.
same.
Something about his hand. Something about his fucking.
Yeah, his hand.
My
his hand's
hand's
messed
been,
up.
hasn't been well since,
Come
a
on,
month
man.
and a half.
You saw it in person.
I did.
Has it been wrapped?
No, his
Has it been
hand's been wrapped for
All right,
weeks,
all right,
but
okay.
no one's talked about it.
Okay.
Yo, Jaylen Brown, embrace your role. You dropped 18 points against the Rockets. I love that off the bench. Keep it up.
He
All right,
dropped
embrace
21.
your role.
I thought he dropped 21 against the Rockets.
18.
18.
No, he
Was
missed
it
that.
18?
He missed that 3 you're thinking about.
Yeah, yeah. So listen, you could be the designated sixth man off this Celtics team. Embrace that role. I think that's a hell of a role to have right now because at the end of the day, if you have that kind of responsibility and you're able to accept it after everything you said, that's a plus. That's amazing going forward, and that's the kind of attitude you should have on a championship contending team.
Can I?
Come on,
put my leave it in 2018?
Of course.
No.
Of course. What do you got, Tim?
A different player's bitching and moaning. Terry Rozier.
Wait, what?
About it. Leave Terry Rozier's bitching and moaning about his minutes and all that crap.
When did he do that?
Rozier's complaining?
He's always
When did he do
Tim,
that?
the Suns fan,
He's
wants Terry Rozier on his team.
No, I don't want Terry Rozier on my team, actually.
What?
But because, well, I
Singing
was talking
singing
this
a
way
different
earlier
tune,
about
huh?
How's the Suns
yo,
fan
listen.
gonna say that?
because I don't want to fuck with Danny Ainge. That dude will get craziness out of us. He'll get
He will.
TJ Warren. He'll get like 4 draft picks.
He'll drink.
And we'll just get Terry Rozier. And be
He'll
like, yo,
jinx. He'll
like
jinx
how
your
he said-
franchise.
that's simply the only reason. I like Terry Rozier's game, but I don't want to fuck with Danny Ainge because that dude pulls some magic.
You like how he says T.J. Warren like he's some dude? Like
TJ Warren is better than Terry Rozier. Why are you laughing?
That was like I've heard you say.
Really? See, this is somebody. So, like, you really think Terry Rozier is better than TJ Warren?
Yeah.
Go look their numbers up. He's
He didn't wanna
averaging
say-
like 19 a game.
You didn't want
Like,
to say 1,000%, but you're about to say 1,000%.
go for it.
I would trade if I was you. I would trade T.J. Warren for Terry Rozier in a second.
I would not do that in a second at all. Like,
5 seconds.
What about for Jaylen Brown?
see, like,
Would you trade for Jaylen Brown?
can you guys agree with me? This dude is one of the most biased dudes I've ever met in my life when it comes to his teams. Is that not wrong?
That's fair. It's a fair statement.
Unless you talk about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you act like Terry Rozier is like
I'll
a
trade
perennial
Jaylen Brown
all-star.
for T.J. Warren 100%. Yo,
I wouldn't do that either.
Terry Rozier is a.
You
is
wouldn't
a
take
future
Jaylen Brown for
all-star.
TJ Warren?
How about this?
Rozier is a future
How about that?
all-star.
Hold on. How about this? Only because I heard stupid ass Damian Jones say it on the jump today.
Damon Jones.
Damon Jones. Yeah. He said that the Celtics should trade Jaylen Brown and Terry Rozier to the Suns for assets.
Go. Just go away.
This is what you did.
Just go away,
You brought up
Jalen.
Jaylen Brown. Now it turned into a Jaylen Brown bastion.
so
All right, let's go. NBA
Hold
stuff.
on.
Let's go.
Wait. You said leave Rozier's
Because
bitching
when
in
he's,
2018.
when
All right.
he's happy,
All
like, all right, maybe he's not like verbally bitching and moaning, but you can tell he's not as happy as he was last year when he was getting obviously starting in the playoffs,
Clearly, yeah.
and balling up in the playoffs.
Clearly, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
If he had the right attitude right now, he'd be probably the best backup point guard in the league.
Who?
Terry.
Rozier, man. Pay attention.
Yeah. What the hell?
I was thinking about
What else
Marquise
was
Chris.
talking
I was thinking about Marquise Chris.
He's on
What the
Houston.
hell? I'm pretty sure he's on
He
the
doesn't-
G League.
He doesn't
Houston
play. He
team.
doesn't play.
No,
The
no.
G League.
He started last year for the Suns, bro.
We sucked. And what are you talking about?
And-
Like, what is
and
your
D'Antoni
argument
doesn't
right
play
now?
any more than 7
Number
guys.
8
Yeah.
What is
pick
your
overall.
argument,
Number
man?
8 pick overall.
What is your argument? Like, what are you saying right now?
I'm saying stop fucking telling me that I can't trade you Terry Rozier because you started Marquise Chris
all
last
you said
year.
was Terry Rozier for T.J. Warren, and I would rather have T.J. Warren than Terry Rozier. That's all I
Yeah,
said.
that's the dumbest thing in the world. T.J. Warren
Look
on
at their
any other
numbers,
team.
dude.
T.J. Warren on any other team would be on the bench
Terry Rozier's on the bench.
He'd be Yabusele.
No, he wouldn't. Oh my God.
He'd be Yabusele.
Speaking for somebody who never. How many Suns games have we watched this year?
Marquise Chris.
Oh my God. What does Marquise Chris have to do with anything? We just traded him for freaking Ryan Anderson.
I think we would have a conversation last year about Marquise Chris taking T.J. Warren minutes.
When
Can we talk about
when Marquise Chris was on the Suns, didn't I trash on him all the time?
You did, and I liked him.
Did he? Did he though?
Yes. Can we talk about how real quick how Houston has like 75 guards that they don't play, and all of a sudden they're like, yes, bring in Austin Rivers.
I don't know what he's.
Austin Rivers just bypasses Michael Carter Williams.
I mean,
bypasses what's his name?
Brandon Knight.
Brandon Knight.
Houston better hope Harden keeps putting up
Austin
35
Rivers
a game.
there. Oh God.
Let him
Brandon and Mike.
Shadow
Brandon and Michael are like, yo,
again.
we've been fighting for minutes since fucking August, and Austin Rivers is playing 20+ minutes over us
I
right
know
now.
for a fact that I'm an NBA starting point guard.
Like Chris Paul's one
I
thing,
won
but
Rookie of the
Austin
Year.
Rivers just comes in here
I
and
won
just
Rookie
takes up
of the
all these
Year.
minutes.
And you know what? I was a big piece in the reason why the Celtics won the fucking Eastern Conference. Got to the Eastern Conference Finals. I was the trade for fucking Isaiah Thomas.
Not to mention the fact we all
Now
know
they just
D'Antoni.
no.
We all know D'Antoni only plays like 8 people.
Yeah, he plays
so
like
it's like
7, 8,
nearly
8
impossible to
tops.
crack a fucking rotation.
Yeah.
And Austin Rivers just gets to the team
Austin
and
Rivers
automatically
comes, he's like, it's okay,
automatically
Austin.
off the bench.
You would have
He must have talked to Doc.
Yo,
Doc had to have called him. Been like, hey,
D'Antoni is a hard-headed dude, yo.
All right, let's start with the NBA shit, man.
Wait, hold on.
What's for?
Yeah, what do you want to carry on to 2019 from the Celtics?
I hope Gordon Hayward starts freaking balling up.
There you
Okay.
go.
There you go.
Like, because I watched a lot of him on the Jazz, and he was nasty on the Jazz, and
all right.
I don't know what the hell happened to him.
That's good.
What do you think's going to happen? What's your prediction? What's going to happen?
I hope he starts putting up like
His ankle
17,
broke.
18 a game or something.
You think he will, though?
His ankle
This year?
His ankle snapped.
Do
That's
I
what
think
happened.
he? Yeah, I know, but
That's
do
what
I
happened.
think he will?
I don't know what happened to him.
I'm thinking come playoff time. Maybe.
I mean,
I
the
think
thing
next
is,
year.
the
I
thing
think it's
is
a 2020 thing.
to average 17, 18 on the Celtics because they're so deep. But like just for him to like consistently start playing well, you know, even if he has 10, 12-point games where he's consistent enough defensively, whatever. But like he's got games where he just looks like shit.
He looks like shit.
I just want him to look good every single game. Whether he puts up like 10, 12 points, 25 points, whatever. Defensively, he looks good. He looks confident on the court, really, because he doesn't look.
Yeah,
confident.
he
doesn't look confident on the court at all.
The Celtics do win this year, though. Gordon Hayward is not going to be a part of the championship team.
He has to be if they're going to win.
No, he's not. He's not going to be a big
What
part.
you think? He's not going
He
to be in the
has to
rotation
be, though.
or what?
No, he won't be. He won't.
They're
be
not
the
going
guy.
to win
He
the
won't be
title
guy.
without
So-
Gordon
so
Hayward
who's it-
He
stepping his
won't
game
be
up.
the guy or
No, I never said he's going to be
number
the
one,
guy.
number two, number three option. He's going to be coming off the bench, scoring like 5-10 points a game.
They're not going to win the title with him coming off the bench
So
scoring
what he's
5
doing
tenths of
now,
point.
right now.
points
Well,
a game.
right now he's got
Right,
28 points a game.
right.
So the way they look right now, you think they have a chance of winning the title?
So he's James Posey. That's what he is.
Like,
Hayward's not going to be back to Hayward.
hold on. Answer this question. Without Gordon Hayward looking like the third or fourth option on the team, do they have a chance of winning the title?
They didn't have a chance when he was the number one option on the team.
When he was never the number one option on the
Number
team.
two option on the team.
Sean,
Guys, hold on.
you're
He was
losing
the
your
number
mind.
two.
Yeah, hold on.
You're losing your mind.
That's
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, but
You
you just
forget.
said.
DeMarcus Cousins coming back.
DeMarcus
guys.
Cousins is coming back.
Coming back,
baby.
guys.
But what did he just say?
Hashtag sarcasm.
He just said if they win the title, he's not going to be the.
Yes, that would be if the Warriors something crazy happened.
But that's what I'm saying. He
whatever.
has to be a third or fourth option if they're going to have a chance of winning the title.
What I'm trying to say is that Gordon Hayward is not going to be back to where he was
Oh, I don't know if he ever will.
before the injury
Yeah.
this year.
Right, but the fact is,
I think
if
he may
comes
start
off the bench,
trending up after the All-Star break, but that's it.
Yeah,
if
because
he's a
before-
solid player off the bench, I still think this team can win a championship with
That's
him
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
role.
Yeah.
No, not with the Warriors, with the DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, well,
if
the
you have
Warriors.
Gordon Hayward, I would.
All you can hope for is
DeMarcus
Draymond
Cousins
Green to
can't
keep
win.
playing
Come on.
shitty as he's been playing because he looks like shit.
He's not shit though. He's not.
He
shit.
looks
He's a
like
good player.
shit right now. This dude, I'd trust freaking all of us shooting a three over him right now.
He didn't look too good against the Lakers,
Like-
put it that way. The Warriors didn't look that good against the Lakers.
All I'm saying is the whole Warriors.
And they
didn't
lost
look
last night to the Blazers.
Hey, what's the beef
Rockets.
with the Warriors? By
No
the way,
Blazers.
What are
what's
you
the
talking
beef?
about? The
What's the
Warriors.
beef
Oh, the
there?
Warriors.
What do you mean?
What's the beef?
I mean, the problem is
do you
The
mean,
Warriors hate each other.
no. The problem is they're bored.
Draymond is
They're
just
bored. They went
scared.
for
Durant's about to get out.
No, they're bored.
He definitely is.
Well, he probably is,
Draymond-
but I think more of it has to do with the fact that they're just bored. They're waiting for the playoffs.
I think Draymond is scared for Durant to leave because he's never been on a bad, or not even a mediocre team in the NBA, and he's scared for it all to blow up. So that's why his emotions are coming out now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because he's scared Clay might leave. He's scared. I think he knows Durant's going to leave.
All right, let's wrap this up the way we wrap up every single episode here on the Causeway Street Podcast. It's the last episode of 2018, so no pressure, Joel.
Tim.
The final,
Tim, fix your mic.
in case you missed it, of the year. What you got?
Oh, wow. What do we got here? What do we got here? Before the
This better be good. This better be good.
With that voice. With that voice.
Nah, in case you missed it.
Google.com.
He's like, in case you missed it, the Celtics lost against the
In
Rockets.
case you missed it.
What about those
Celtics
Christmas Day games?
Lost against the Suns. Oh, no.
Yes, they did.
Oh, my God.
Quite a game.
Bet
guys.
I
Quite a
got
game.
some.
Nah, for real, though.
Quite a game, guys. Quite a game.
Yeah.
fuck up,
That's your
Tim.
Super Bowl. I get it.
Hey.
Hey.
He said what we're all thinking.
Hey, I got feelings
Just
over
because
here.
that's a fact doesn't mean you got to rub it in, all right?
Guys on a roll. Apparently, Ariza was the problem.
Hey,
for the
we up
for
3
the
right
Suns.
now. We up 3 right now on the Thunder.
All right.
Oh, make that 5, TJ.
Oh, shit.
TJ.
Yo,
while
put your
that's
phone
going
away,
on,
Tim. Put
while
your phone
that's
away.
going on, in case you missed
AKA
it,
Marquise Chris.
LeBron James, something that Sway's been hoping for, or actually a lot of people have been hoping for,
Hey, man, don't put that on me.
suffered
I've
an
been
injury,
hoping for it.
and he's going to miss several games.
What does that mean?
A
though?
groin injury. I got a left groin strain. MRI revealed
It popped.
that it
popped.
Yeah, what a pussy, right?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I heard a pop. I heard a pop, guys.
You can read his lips so clearly. I love that.
He knows it. He knows it, too.
Oh, and the camera's on me, so let me do all these stretches and let me show you how much pain I'm in.
Go ahead.
He looked like a WWE superstar, like
Can I talk
grimacing.
about something real quick?
Yeah. That's why you're here.
Kind of annoys me. It gives me a little bit of respect for him, but it also annoys me. That video of him talking to his son at the game. Why are you mic'd up at your son's basketball game? And it annoys me that he got so much credit for that when, like, my pops, Bob Tunis, was giving me that same advice every single game I was at with no cameras, no mic around. But he gets all the props. So, what great advice from LeBron.
It makes
What a
him not
great
look
father.
as genuine,
And
right? It's like not as genuine when you get the mic
No,
around.
he is a good father. I'll give you that. But
No, I know what you mean, but I'm
praise
saying,
he's
like-
getting for that. It's
Yeah.
like that's a normal father just giving his son
So why,
advice.
Right.
why don't you tell Papa Tunis to get mic'd up next time?
Ain't nobody give a fuck.
Who's gonna mic him up?
Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, why are you mic'd up at your son's game?
Tim,
You know?
I swear to God, that's what I've been fucking trying to say. This is why I don't like LeBron James or JJ Watt.
Yo, this is
or
like reason
No, but
number
dude-
75 why you don't like
anybody,
LeBron.
anybody that does charity work or fatherhood work, and it's just
No,
like,
you
know
gotta
what?
respect his charity
Fatherhood
work. You
work?
gotta
Wait,
respect
what?
his charity work.
No,
Yo,
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
say
no,
fatherhood.
no.
But my whole thing is like,
no.
you're
Wait,
at your,
wait, hear
that
me
was
out,
his
hear
younger
me out.
son too. That was his like 12-year-old son too. Why are
Fatherhood
you
work?
mic'd up at your son's game, and why you got cameras all over the place?
So,
at
Sean,
your
you're not
son's
going to mic
game?
yourself up when you're cheering
You know?
on Jordan
Listen.
in like 7 or 8 years?
So I
sorry.
guess you
There's
could
a-
call this karma because now he's gonna miss
There's a
several
difference-
games.
There's a difference
with his
between
groin
me and
injury.
LeBron
No, because
James.
it's not like it makes him a bad person.
No, I'm not
it's just
saying
like
that.
it just annoys me that he
It's
gets
just like,
so
shut
much
the
praise
fuck up, yeah.
when he's just like, it's like, yo, give Bob Tunis praise then, because that's the exact same shit he would say to me every single day.
Well, Bob Tunis,
You know what I mean?
we
Like-
give you props for not raising your son as a Celtics fan. We
And for all
appreciate
you
that.
motherfuckers
No, he
out
tried.
there
No,
He tried.
Don't disrespect.
who have not gone to fight Little League basketball game.
That was my first basketball
all
coach.
love. It's all
Tim's like, you don't hear me
Yo,
talking shit about
but
Mr.
I will-
Pavone, right?
I will say,
Don't disrespect.
Tim has touched on a topic that I
Don't
am,
disrespect.
very passionate about. Is that if you're an NBA
Exact-
player, if you are an NBA player from LeBron to Danny Green, whatever the fuck you want to talk about, if you do something, just do it. You don't need the cameras there.
Yep.
Everybody else that you're doing it for will see you. So when you're J.J. Watt and you're fucking trying to help the hurricane effort, you don't need the fucking cameras there.
But see, that's what I'm saying about
LeBron James.
That's what I'm saying about being genuine. For it to be genuine,
you don't need the cameras there. Just let what you do. Let what you do.
Now I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know the J.J. Watt situation, but like the LeBron situation, I feel like he was the one that was like, I want cameras, and obviously he was the one who mic'd himself up. Like he wouldn't be mic'd up if he didn't ask for it at his 12-year-old son's basketball game. So I don't know the J.J. Watt situation, but it just annoyed me. Like again, I don't want to act like he's a good father. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to act like he's not bad, but it just annoyed me that he got so much praise when that's what any good father does. And then he gets praised for
Here's
that.
my problem.
That's like what Chris Rock said. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You get no praise for that.
I'm there for my child every day.
That's what you're supposed to do. The affluent people,
you low expectation motherfucker,
to come with them and go
I've never been to
take
jail.
care of the homeless or
What
take
you want, a
care
cookie?
of whatever. But the people that do it every goddamn day, like the people that aren't J.J. Watt or LeBron James that do it every goddamn day and just fucking work the soup kitchens and work the motherfucking, you know, I'm gonna help you, motherfucker, because you know what, you ain't got shit. Those are the people that we should be praising, not the motherfuckers who make millions of dollars who are fucking out there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna get mic'd up today because I want to be a good guy." Yo,
for publicity.
Give the props to the people that do it every goddamn day.
Well, as a result of you done? You off your soapbox? We good? All right. As a result of LeBron James exiting this game against the Warriors on Christmas Day, old friend Rajon Rondo went off, beat the Warriors.
Joel's so happy.
No, but hold on.
That's your boy. That's your boy. Come on, man. That's your boy.
I know he is. I never said he wasn't. But as a result, in that game, he injured his already. Well, he had injured his hand early in the season. He just came back from that. Injured the finger on that hand that was already injured.
You smack Chris Paul again? What happened?
He's out. No.
What finger is injured? The injured finger is injured because it's injured?
No. He injured the finger on the injured hand.
The injured hand.
That was recuperating from early in the season. He broke his hand.
The finger on the hand.
The finger that was on the broken hand.
I think the hand's just injured.
He just had surgery. Out 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh, fuck.
45 weeks?
4 to 5 weeks. 45 weeks. He's an alcohol.
God.
He's like, yo, just say he's out for the year. 45 weeks.
45 weeks?
He's out
How
for
are they gonna estimate
He's out for an
45
estimated 45 weeks.
That's over a year.
No, almost.
Oh, it's a year. It's 1 year, right? Almost a year.
50 weeks, almost a year, yeah.
2 weeks in the year, bro.
Yeah. 45 weeks.
So that was hilarious.
So during that, 127-101 win over the Warriors.
What a diagnosis, 45 weeks.
Injured his finger.
You're out 45 weeks, bro.
It's like, what?
How long? It takes you at least.
Do you know how long that is?
To like figure out how long that is.
You know, for those that want to blame somebody for the injured finger.
What about Halloween? He's like, nah, man, you're out. Yeah.
He's like, I don't have a secure contract for next season. What the hell? For those that want to blame somebody for the finger being broken, you got tangled up with Draymond Green, folks.
Josh Hart?
No, Draymond Green. Fucking Draymond.
Garbage.
I love Draymond.
I can't stand him.
Well, in case you missed it, Portland came out this week that stated that Kyrie Irving and Coach Brad Stevens reportedly got into a heated moment on the bench during the loss to the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah.
Wait, who?
Who
to
came
the
out?
Dallas Mavericks.
Irving.
When did they lose to the Mavericks?
Irving and Coach Stevens.
That was weeks ago, motherfucker.
Back in November. It was November 24th loss. They got into a heated argument on the bench. There was directed words from Irving to Stevens, but obviously they didn't talk about what was said. According to Irving, he was reportedly frustrated, and he had bottled up frustration. It was unclear what was said. This was reported by The Athletic.
I actually have some audio from that.
Oh, yeah? No. In all seriousness, Sean, because I give you credit for being one of the most critical Kyrie Irving, I don't know, what you call it, observer out of everyone I know. There's no one who's more critical. No, I wouldn't even say a hater. You're critical because a hater would be over the top. You're not over the top.
A hater would be...
A hater
what do you feel about Jaylen Brown?
That's right. A hater wouldn't appreciate the good things that he does. Yeah. You know You're not a hater. You're more of an observer. You're more of a you're very
hard critic.
Hard critic.
Critical.
Question for me is, what did you make of, because this happened like days after we dropped the last episode, what did you make of the players only meeting that happened after the loss of the Bucks and how he handled himself? What did you make of those quotes that he said after the game?
What did he say?
When he talked about how if he wanted to, he could go off anytime he wanted to, or the fact
it's easy
that
for him,
the fact that it is like he's not
Well,
he's not even happy about his
goddamn business.
He's not happy with his role, and that everyone has to make sacrifices. I'm paraphrasing here, but for the most part, that's what he said. What'd you make of that?
I think that if Kyrie Irving is going to talk the talk, he needs to walk the walk.
Which he has been, though. That's the thing.
He has been since then.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, is he that type of player the entire year? You know what I mean? Like, can Kyrie Irving talk the talk of saying, I'm the guy?
Well, this is what he wanted.
But wait, though. When Kyrie Irving talks the talk, he comes from the LeBron school of talking
exactly.
the talk.
See,
right?
You took the words out of my mouth.
So if he's going to talk the talk, he better be the MVP of the league. You know what I mean? Like there is nothing else.
Runner up.
Like you may
right.
lose to Russell Westbrook, but you'll be in the conversation of the MVP of the league.
See,
you know what I mean?
I'm so glad you brought that up because
if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. It's not a Kemba Walker walk. It's a Kyrie Irving walk.
See, that's my thing, man. I'm glad you said that because in my opinion, he sounds more like LeBron than he has ever sounded like LeBron. He sounds like the guy who is like, listen, I can do whatever I want. I can go off if I want to. I'm the leader of this team. I'm the guy that everyone turns to. It's all in my hands. And don't worry, I'm going to take care of things, but everyone else needs to take care of themselves. And that's exactly what LeBron James used to say throughout the course of his career.
What would he do?
He would fucking rise to the occasion. He would back it up. I think Kyrie Irving can back it up. And I think that he sounds like LeBron James, but that's not a bad thing.
Hold on. Let me play.
A lot of Celtics fans are going to say that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing, right? But when LeBron would say that, he had a Kyrie Irving. Who's Kyrie Irving's?
Yeah,
Tatum.
And his mind is Tatum.
And
his mind is Tatum. Tatum is his guy.
But Tatum hasn't risen to the occasion.
Tatum will. He will.
You're hoping he will.
Hold on.
I know
Can we go back for a second?
Yep.
Do you remember when the first year LeBron James went back to Cleveland? Do you remember Kyrie Irving? Some nights didn't quote unquote have it.
Didn't show up.
Didn't show up, but he showed up when the brights were shining at his lightest. At his brightest.
LeBron said, "I've done all I can. Kyrie, take me home."
And that's exactly what he's expecting to see out of.
I feel like
Jason Tatum.
So then come playoff time, if Kyrie is going off of 40 points and the next player is or Tatum only has like 12, then what?
No, I don't think we're gonna have that problem. I legitimately think that Tatum is the next superstar on this team, and if LeBron had stayed in Cleveland,
you say that
with Kyrie. If LeBron had stayed in Cleveland with Kyrie,
Ben Simmons, is Ben Simmons a superstar? I don't think he's a superstar.
Hold on. If LeBron had stayed in Cleveland with Kyrie this year, the tables would have been turning. The tables would have been turning towards Kyrie over LeBron. If they had stayed on the same team.
Tim, what do you think about all this? What do you got?
You even know what's going on right now?
Tim's watching the Suns game, bro. Come on.
Tim.
In case you missed it, the Suns are playing during the podcast.
Moments like this, I wish we had a camera going right now. Tim, what do you got?
What about Kyrie?
All right.
Oh, no, I got you.
Follow us on Twitter.
So you're saying Kyrie talks like...
He's got a lot of LeBron James traits. He's a student of LeBron James.
Well, when you say I brought you here, and Kyrie is the closer.
No. What Kyrie's saying is I could do this on my own, but it doesn't benefit the team.
In the long run,
when I'm on, I know what I'm supposed to do. Everyone else is supposed to know what they're supposed to do.
But when you're comparing it to LeBron, I think he knows he's not the closer. But especially when Kyrie was on his team, and Kyrie knew he was the closer, so he would go nuts through the game, and then last 5 minutes,
Kyrie.
No, I don't think that's true.
What you mean you don't think?
No,
that?
It was
LeBron
true
was
in
the
the
closer.
finals, but
Yeah,
that's
LeBron was
not
the
the closer.
Yes,
on
he
that-
was.
LeBron was the
Of course
closer.
he
Yes,
was.
he was.
LeBron was to the Cavs what Kyrie is to the Celtics right now.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
It was Kyrie picked him up when he didn't have it. That's why they're so great.
Wait, what?
No,
No.
I disagree.
No, you think?
No,
Kyrie was the closer on that team.
Okay, this is
listen,
stupid.
when
Now
LeBron
we're
was
getting
listen,
stupid.
listen. When LeBron was on the bench, Kyrie and LeBron were never on the bench together.
I know.
Kyrie had to keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're talking about the game's on the line. It's a
Close
tie
it.
game.
Okay.
10 seconds left. Who's getting the ball? LeBron James getting the ball.
LeBron's getting the
Kyrie
ball.
was
but
getting
how
the
many-
ball back
but-
then.
No,
though.
Listen,
LeBron was getting the ball
hold
until
on,
the
hold on, hold
finals.
on. No. When did they win the finals? When Kyrie hit big shots, not when LeBron hit big shots.
I get that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
that
we're
wasn't
talking
by
about.
design, though. He made that
But like
shot.
right
because-
now, Kyrie's not going to look at Tatum in the final minutes.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you.
LeBron
Yeah.
would look at Kyrie in the final minutes and be like, "All right, like I'll share, or at least at the very least, I'll share it with you." But at a lot of the time, last minute, last two possessions, he knew Kyrie would take over.
He would share with him. I'm with you on that.
Kyrie's not
Okay.
looking to share with Tatum in the last minute.
But my point is, down the
Until
road,
finals.
he's expecting
And if
someone
he's
like
not-
that to have his back.
And if
though.
he doesn't have it going, who's the next guy up?
Tatum's up. That's what I mean.
You,
That's what I'm trying to say.
want it to be him, but it's not him right now.
It is him
It's
right now.
not, bro.
He had
It's
4
not.
points against the Rockets.
He has 4 points against the Rockets. And hold on. And how many times has Brad Stevens kept him out of the fourth quarter because he doesn't follow directions, bro?
Yeah.
All right.
You can shit on Jaylen Brown all you want, but Tatum
You
hasn't
knew
been.
I was going
no.
with that.
You can
Well,
shit on Jaylen Brown all you
well-
want, but Jason Tatum hasn't had a great season,
Or
bro.
we haven't
Well,
talked
Sean
about Morris.
hasn't had a great
Well,
season.
Sean, I was
We
just
haven't
going to
talked
say,
about Morris,
I'm glad you said
like-
that. Sean, who's hit more clutch shots? Jason Tatum or Marcus Morris?
Morris.
Morris.
All right, then. That's what we're saying.
But I'm just saying, wait till 2019.
All right,
maybe.
okay,
Wait till
okay.
2019.
We'll
right.
wait and see. But
Just
we're talking
wait.
You're
No,
right.
no.
You said he was now, but then now it's
Yo,
Hey,
2019 is
hey,
going to be lit,
Hold
everybody.
up one second. Hold up one
2019.
second.
All right.
All I will say is, with all
gonna
of
be
my
dope.
nuts and balls and
Nuts and balls.
fucking
Cashews.
cojones, I will say that Jason Tatum in 2019 will prove to you that he is on the
I hope
the
you're-
apex to Kobe Bryant.
Okay, I hope you're right. You know why? Because I don't want to see in 2019 when Brad Stevens
to Kobe Bryant
calls a timeout.
in 2009 this year.
Well,
you
listen,
think
listen.
Tatum is going to
Second
look
year,
like Kobe?
second year Kobe.
Listen,
Yes.
listen.
Kobe, he's probably better than second year Kobe. Kobe wasn't that great.
I'm telling you.
So-
Listen.
What?
All I want to see in 2019
Yeah,
when it comes to
prove
Jason
my
Tatum,
argument.
is when Brad Stevens calls a timeout and they get back on the floor and the ball goes to Jason Tatum and he's popping a shot with 20 seconds left on the shot clock and then he can get pulled out of the game. I don't want to see that in 2019.
Here's one thing that I will say. The last game that we lost to the Rockets, right? Tatum had a play where he was feeling it. Like
Against
this,
the Rockets?
This spoke a lot to me.
Against the Rockets.
One
He was
play?
feeling no. This said a lot. He was feeling on top of the key. And it was like, oh, Tatum's gonna shoot up, free throw jumper right now. Does a spin move, throws it up, Al Horford slams it.
Okay.
All right.
What's-
All I'm saying is that if Jason Tatum can have that same
Just one
type of
assist of the game, but
mentality,
okay, uh-huh.
right? But the same type of mentality to be
To look for a better shot, yeah. I hope he does
to
so.
run
Play
the
like that.
offense, and the mid-range two is going to be his last resort shot, which right now he has made it his number one shot. But I think that in 2019, you're going to see that Jason Tatum is going to be the best player on the Celtics.
This year, you think he's going to
Yeah.
be better than Kyrie?
Yeah.
Oh, the second half. You're talking about the second half of the season.
I
All right.
do. I
All right.
do.
All right, Joel, what else we got? Did we miss anything else?
Well, no, that's all
How
I
many
got.
30
That's all I
point
got
games
for in
has
case you
Jason
missed it.
Tatum had this year?
All right.
He'll have
Now
at
this
least.
is happening.
Yeah.
All right.
No, they're like up till now. How many 30
Up
point
till
games?
now,
has he
I will bet you
now this is happening.
that he will have more 30-point
I'm saying
games
up till
than
now.
Devin Booker in the second half of the year.
That
How
is
many-
hilarious.
How many?
I'm sorry, everyone, if you didn't understand that was
Yo, I need a wager. I need a wager.
From Tim.
What
I'll
we
put
got?
I'll
we
put
got?
$100 right now.
Okay, let's go.
They are shaking
Starting right
hands,
now?
folks.
30-point
official.
games, 2019.
Yo,
He had
Tim,
0
Tim.
up till now.
Tim,
2019
Tim.
till on.
Tim, I suggest you follow up
Booker
with
is
this.
averaging 31 over the last 6 games.
Tim, I suggest you follow up with this.
Okay,
Just follow up with it.
okay,
All
I
right?
will.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with wins or
Tatum
losses.
over Booker.
On that note, I just want to give a quick shout out to this dude. He's a loyal listener to the podcast, and the only reason why I'm bringing him up is because he was my Lyft driver not too long ago, and when I got into his vehicle, he was listening to another Celtics podcast. I won't say who it was, but he listened to another Celtics podcast, and I was like, "Oh, listen to whatever the name of the podcast." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, so what other Celtics podcast you listen to?" Starts naming, he named like 2 more, and then he was like, "Oh, and then there's this other one that I love listening to." He goes, they're a little different, but I love it. And I go.
Sounds like
in my mind, I'm like, it better be the fucking Causeway Street podcast. And he goes, I think it's something street, Causeway. I think that's what it's called. It's Causeway. I'm like, Causeway Street. He's like, yes, Causeway Street. He goes, man, I love that podcast, man. Those guys are different. They bring a different vibe. He goes, I love this one dude on there. I go, Sean. He goes, yeah, man, yo, that dude's hilarious.
No, shut up.
I'm dead ass. Dead ass.
Who is this?
Dead ass.
Great.
Right.
And what'd you say?
And I was like, oh, that's what's up, you know.
Yeah, how did you bring that? Like, how did you tell him? How did you tell him that you were part of that?
He keeps talking about the podcast and stuff like that, and then I was just like, oh man,
that's funny.
Yo, and then he goes, what Celtics podcast do you listen to? And I go, well, actually, I listen to all those you mentioned, but I am on this Causeway Street podcast. And he actually pulls over and he looks over and he goes, are you Joel? And I said, yes, I am. He goes, bro,
yo, that's dope.
He goes, get the fuck out of here. And I go, yo, I'm serious.
Well, yo, it's my voice. Yeah,
like this is me. This is me. He's like, yo. He goes, that.
You should have been like long walks on the beach.
He goes, yo, the other dude is your brother, right? I'm like, yeah, his
brother.
He's like, y'all 3 are fucking hilarious. So
that's
shout out to Merlin. I've been meaning to do
Merlin
for a minute.
That's what's up, man.
So he listens to a lot of other Celtics podcasts, including a lot of other CLNS podcast, but
Merlin, my man.
He made my night. So
my man.
You know,
that's what's up, man.
He sends me messages every now and again after Celtics games. So shout out to you, bro. And shout out to all the loyal listeners, all that have always been down with us since day one, and guys that started listening to us this year. We appreciate it.
Yo, I love that, man. I love that because that's what we strive to do. Okay, we strive to be different from the other podcasts. We strive to separate ourselves from the other podcasts. No
disrespect to anybody else.
Exactly. There's no disrespect. It's not about what podcast is better and what needs to live up to the other podcast. No, we do something different over here at Causeway. So that's a great story.
So he started asking, so how'd you guys get started? And I was like, oh man, we've been doing our thing. We've been in different studios, and it's just like it's been a long ride.
That's what's up.
150 some odd episodes later, and the first time I've run into a fan without like bringing up the conversation.
That's dope.
I'm right now, but I'm happy about that. That is pretty cool.
So
he looked at you
as part of the last episode of the year.
He looked at you like you're a celebrity or something. Huh?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I just love the fact that he said his favorite person was Sean. That's
yeah, man. I'm not.
I felt like one in that moment, but
I'm not gonna lie. I've even on Twitter, like I've run into a lot of people on Twitter like, yo, bro, yo, man,
like you're insane.
Yeah, honey, man, you're awesome. I'm like, yo. I am normally drunk on this shit, bro. Like,
don't say that.
They're like, you don't say.
Nah, but
he goes, Sean, and this is, and I'm paraphrasing. He's like, yo, Sean, that dude's a character. I'm like, yeah.
I am a character.
He goes, how did y'all meet?
I
know y'all brothers, man. I'm like,
and in Causeway Street life, man. But at the same time, though.
So a big thank you to everyone who's a loyal listener. Even though that shit on us, y'all listening, so we appreciate it.
Exactly.
Exactly. I've been on many beefs on Twitter.
I appreciate every single listener, no matter what y'all say.
Many beefs on Twitter. At the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, should I go for the kill shot? And I'm like, nah, man. I'm just gonna say thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Be listening. You know what I mean?
Yo, and no burner accounts.
And
nothing.
And the shameless plug. I'm working on the best games of 2018 for the Celtics on the website CausewayStreet.com.
Oh,
obviously check us out on Twitter at Causeway Street. Follow Sway.
I gotta give a
Sean,
shout out.
Me, Joel, and Tim. Tim, you should fucking hop on the Causeway Street.
Yeah, I think if we wanted to hear,
as a writer, we would appreciate
hear about the stupid Suns, we would have them on more often.
No, just as like an NBA reporter. Cause I know you watch a lot of NBA, not just the Suns.
Yeah, he has to.
League pass,
He has to.
Yeah. Shout out to Zach too.
Shout out to my
and
brother
Vinny,
Chris.
Our other writers.
Hold it down to that tech side of shit. You forget about the tech side of shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes our shit goes down.
Yeah,
you need to call somebody,
for real.
and he just fucking fixes it. So
yeah, we appreciate that,
man,
Chris.
Bro. Yes.
Also, one one last thing before we wrap up 2018 episode of the Causeway Street Podcast. Parthenon, we got a after show that we're putting together, guys. So if you think that we're over the top on this podcast, on the Causeway Street Podcast,
What you mean?
just imagine how we are after the show. Okay, so we got an after show that we're putting together. It's gonna be not just focused on the Celtics, but focused on pop culture, focused on life, focused on whatever we want to talk about. Pretty much,
we talk about Christmas lights.
It's an after show via Parthenon.com. It's in the works. The final stages are being put together right now. So nothing is set in stone at the moment, but it is on the way. So keep that in mind. All right, everyone.
Yo, shout out to
look out for that 2019.
You were on a lot of episodes this year, so
look out for that.
Appreciate
yes,
that,
sir, man. Love it every time.
Yeah, resident Suns fan.
Yo, sometimes
can't make shit shut up.
Sometimes I just say stuff on the podcast that's gonna make Tim mad when he listens, bro.
And now he's here in the flesh, and he's fucking furious.
And I'm upset that you listened to our last episode. It was pretty much a good chunk of it was all about you and the
leaving
Suns.
that Suns Celtics game just. After that game,
we jinxed ourselves. That's what happened. We jinxed ourselves. We were talking all. We weren't shitting all over the Suns, but we made it interesting.
Well,
I don't blame y'all.
I will say.
The way we started this year.
I'll tell you though that I found it hilarious when you were like, "Yo, if the Suns leave Phoenix, I don't know what I'd do with myself."
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is this.
I
don't know.
Yeah, you'd be the same. Tim.
Because Dutra's right. They wouldn't be called the Suns no more. You're going to go Seattle and be called the Suns.
Nah,
they'll probably go back to the Sonics. I might turn into a Sonics fan.
Seattle Salmon.
You never know.
All I'm gonna say is
Kevin Johnson will be a Sonics legend.
We're gonna end the podcast on this. If there's never been something so meaningful to happen within 100 feet from me that I've been blacked out of, except when Tim blacked out when Devin Booker put 70 points
on the
right in front of his face.
71, right?
He blacked the fuck out.
70.
He blacked the fuck out on it. He does. You could fucking say like AC/DC.
This is news to me, by the way.
Black and black.
This is news to me.
Backyard.
I can't believe we've gone this long without talking about
that
this
shit. And then Tim blacked out when Devin Booker put up 70.
So when we're down 30 in the first quarter, it's kind of hard not to. I expect that shit.
I met up with these dudes.
Middle of the second quarter.
I met up with these dudes at halftime. I knew they were on their way to that point, and I had a couple of drinks with them. And I even myself, because Booker was at like 23 at that point. Never thought he would drop 70 in the second. By the end of it,
23 at halftime. You're like down 30. Oh, all right.
Tim was like, "I got the green light. I'm getting
his
trashed."
Last dribble will be mid third quarter.
I'm thinking he's gonna have like 35 tops. This guy dropped 70.
If you saw us at halftime, man, we were not anywhere near anything.
Oh, you guys were done.
Done. We were done at halftime.
You guys wouldn't let me leave. I was like, "Yo, I gotta go."
What do we have? The
got everything.
Black shots. The what was it? The Captain Morgan Black. That black rum?
Is that what we're doing?
I think that's what we're doing.
Sounds like sure.
What's that? What's that?
Sounds about right.
Octopus.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
The Kraken. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Kraken rum.
That's what put us over before the game.
Wow.
And then at the game,
that was the Kraken pregame shots.
And then we got $100 on beers, which is only really $3.
All I'm saying though is Tim blacked out for the most momentous Suns.
All I remember was we left the
single
game.
performance
We left the game
in Boston ever.
Dog,
ever.
Not even franchise history. Suns franchise history.
Suns
like the third or fourth
franchise history will never be topped.
NBA history.
Tim was there when he blacked out.
Halftime pizza.
Yo.
Where this dude had to bargain for me to keep watching on the TV because I was like, "Oh, he's got 65," and these guys were like, "Can you like leave?"
No,
and you're like, "Yo, you don't understand, man. This guy's a huge Suns
fan."
I was like,
68.
68!
They did not say that. They looked at us and they said, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I go,
"Yo,
my
fuck
man,
them,
my man,
fucking
my
hate
man,
those
my man,
guys."
my man. We were at the game, but he's fucking drunk. So.
No, I would tell you guys my halftime pizza story, but I'll fucking save it.
Say that for another day.
Yeah, I'll save it for another day.
For the after
Yeah,
show.
all I'm saying is, if
in
you
a
are
nutshell, fuck those guys. All right.
But if you're sober, halftime pizza
not a
is
halftime
fine.
pizza guy.
Such an overrated fucking pizza spot.
Yeah, okay.
I will
say-
I will say,
The good thing about it was their fucking their beer.
They're tall beer.
You put that
That's it.
Parmesan, you
That's
put that
it.
Parmesan on the pizza. That's just dope.
Nah, food's all right.
Hey, 2019, baby.
Hey, y'all. And January. Peace out.
Later.